I'm Jeff Carroll, and I'm going to do a little video on MongoDB. Um, MongoDB is a non-relational database as opposed to MySQL, which is a relational database. So I'm just going to go to the basic on how to set up and install. So I actually already have mongodb.org up already, which is their home site. And you go to their docs and you can go into their installation. And I'm running OS 10. So they recommend doing an install via brew. And I already actually ran these commands. I already have it installed, but you would run brew. And then, or you do a run brew update to make sure your brew installer, similar to Yum or apt-get or whatever in Linux, is up to date. And then you'd go down and you would install MongoDB. And then the one thing that you have to do is you have to specify a directory. So if I do pwd, you'll notice that I'm in local seller, US user local seller, and this is where brew stores all files and everything. And then I'm also in mongodb, which is where they installed MongoDB, and then it's the version number, the bin directory. So if I do a // sorry, maybe if I actually enter in a command // you'll see now I'm in the MongoDB version number, and inside there I have the bin directory, and this is where it's all pretty much installed. But if I cd into bin, I have everything else that's in here comes installed with everything except for this one directory right here comes installed with MongoDB when you install it. I just did a mkdir on DB. So I created a database directory inside here, which you don't specifically need to do this. There's ways you can. It actually goes in on the database on the actual screen here. It shows specifically how you can go in and you can change things, and you can change where that directory is located and all that kind of stuff. But this is really basic stuff that I'm just showing you. So there's that. There's the database directory, and then if I wanted to do /mongo, now I've created and gotten into the MongoDB console. Similar to if I were to log into like MySQL and I were to try and run MySQL through the terminal, I'm doing the exact same thing here. So then I can do something like show db or use db show databases. There you go, show databases, and I've got local, which is that size, and then iTunes. So if I wanted to use iTunes, I just randomly created an iTunes directory just to create one. I would do use iTunes, and I switch to it, and then I can do show collections, because there are no tables in there. There are just so yeah, there are no tables. Tables are actually called collections in MongoDB, is what I'm trying to say. And then I would do db.itunes.find and run that command function. And essentially I'm using JavaScript syntax here. And I was doing a tutorial video on how to create objects inside iTunes already. This is why I have an iTunes directory or iTunes database, and I just did a random guy named Rick. But to show you a little bit further, I would do to create a user, I would do iTunes. No, I'd do basic JavaScript syntax. So I'm going to do var Jeff equals object, and I'm going to do person type excuse me, type equals person, and then I'm going to do name equals Jeff. And so I've created a variable named Jeff, right? And in that, I'm going to then do iTunes, db.itunes.save. And then save requires an argument, so I'm going to pass it in Jeff, and then just hit enter. And it says result insert, so if I do a db.itunes.find, and I run that, now I have two objects inside my database. One's Rick and one's Jeff. So that is my that's my screencast. I hope you enjoyed.